Yo, what's up, guys? This is Why Not Be Reckless, aka Why Not Be Cast. I'm one of the HCS commentators, and we have another HCS weekly report where today we're going to talk about the Open Series that literally just happened yesterday on Sunday and is going to continue on Thursday. There were about 100 teams that signed up and only 12 move on to the next day. I'm going to break down a few of the most important matches, also break down who exactly are the teams that are going to be going forward. So the four in the upper bracket are Space Station Gaming, An Orguard, Space Station Gaming, Rebellion, Native White, and Native Red. But let's talk about a little bit of how they got here. So, right off the rip, Space Station Gaming going up against, you know what, let's bring it back here, because the Space Station Gaming went up against Celsius with a 3-0, which was good, but An Orguard was able to beat out Proton Gaming. A lot of you are probably wondering who An Orguard are, so why don't we talk about them a little bit here. Proton Gaming, again, we talked about this before, getting top 12 over at Charlotte, made it through the open bracket, played damn well, but happened to run into An Orguard, which 3/4 of this team was going under Believe the Hype back in Charlotte, with Huss playing under one of the leftover squad. An Orguard 3-1, so a pretty dominant win over Proton Gaming, and they're going to be moving forward. Of course, they weren't able to make it past that last round to make it through the winners bracket, but we'll find out if they made it throughout the lower bracket. I'm going to assume so. As we said, An Orguard did get 3-0'd. Rebellion 3-0 over Durf Gang. We kind of talked about Durf Gang being, being a squad that we don't really know much about, but they show at the tournaments and they always play well, whether it's on land or online. The Durf Gangs always do well. Sadly, Rebellion just a little bit better. And then Sentinels getting 3-1 over the other An Orguard roster. So many teams need An Orguard at the moment. This one is going to be, again, formerly Leftovers, which actually Huss was playing on this squad for quite a bit. Piggy and King J will be becoming a little bit of a duo. Straight Sick, who was playing alongside the Cloud9 boys at one point, and then Joey Cherish filling in for Huss, which is that former Apex player. Sentinels coming out with the 3-1. We know who they are, and we know what they bring to the table. I would say that I'm not really surprised by that, personally. When we move on to the next round, 3 over An Orguard, I think this An Orguard roster was great. I just think Space Station Gaming on another level. They're looking newly motivated. Watch out for SSG and Rebellion coming out with the 3-2 over Sentinels. But you already know. This is what I live for. This right here is what I live for. A Spartan versus Ryandu matchup going to Game 5. Oh man, it was good. It was amazing. It was neck and neck almost the entire time, and the series was great. There was tons of passion. These two are going to match up time and time again for the entire year, and it's going to be so fun, so much passion, and I promise you, I am here for it. But it was Rebellion that come out on top this time. Sentinels obviously not happy about that, and they're going to have to make it through to Thursday throughout the lower bracket, which I'm going to assume they do, but we'll find out for sure. And as we kind of talked about, when we come back on Thursday, it's going to be SSG going up against Rebellion. You guys know I'm big on Rebellion. My problem is that they happen to run into SSG. I think if Rebellion on the other side of the bracket, they play against Native White or Native Red, I think they have a legitimate chance of beating either one of them, even though I really like Native White and Native Red. But my problem is I think SSG are another beast. So I'm going to say 3-1 in favor of SSG. I just think that Rebellion play well against any team that don't bring the level of firepower that Space Station Gaming do. I think Rebellion always come in with a game plan. They always come in coordinated. They always come in well prepared for each matchup. But like Mike Tyson said, everybody has a game plan until you get punched in the mouth. So I think SSG are going to punch them in the mouth. And I would say 3-1. I'm going to give Rebellion the respect that they deserve and say they win at least one matchup. On the bottom side, Native White going up against Native Red. Um, I think I'm supposed to go native red with this, right? Like I feel like I'm supposed to go native red. It wasn't that far that long ago that native white got fourth place as Charlotte, but at the same time, native red weren't in pool play due to not having Druck. I feel like although I really like native white, and I think native white actually match up well against native red, I think native red's experience and also them being motivated to come out and perform. Because I feel like Druck is angry. Druck is angry that he did not make it to Charlotte, and native red are angry that they did not make it out of pool play. So I think they're going to take it out on the rest of the bracket on Thursday, and I think they're going to come out swing. I think native white normally match up well against native red, but give me native red in game 5 against native white. I'll take them in game 5. Down to the lower bracket. We're going to talk about the future matchups here. So, Need an Org going up against Cloud9. I'm about this matchup. And I know you a bunch of little Jimmys are probably like, why? What's so special about this matchup? It's not the old Cloud9. Shut up, Jimmy. Let me cook. Do y'all remember back in Charlotte, Monster was on this very roster? Like, well, we didn't forget that Need Org was going under Believe the Hype, and Believe the Hype literally had Monster on the roster and were in pool play and were phenomenal together. We talked about them getting 4th place during the first qualifier. We talked about them getting, I think, 6th place the qualifier afterwards, getting an amazing seeding going into Charlotte. And I don't know what happened. I don't know if Monster left it, on his own. I don't know if the other 3 dropped him. But either way, I know that Huss is on this roster right now. And Huss is an amazing player, by the way. He plays well beyond his years. Alongside him is going to be Bohm. In case you guys don't know, top 6 at Oxygen Esports. One of the better back players we have in the league. Amazing shot. Watch out for Bohm. Precision, another... I mean, because when you have precision in your name, you know you got that gunny. When you got precision in your name, you know you got that gunny, and it carried over from Gears of War into Halo because the man puts down damage and doesn't miss, despite the fact he out here playing all the way from Hawaii. Precision is the real deal, and then Neuronical IGL capability, play caller, and also has the mechanics to match as well. Neuronical is dangerous, and then like we said, Huss is a player that is new to the scene but plays well beyond his years. I really like Huss's gameplay, and he definitely tends to pop off. And you have the former Monster. Of course, you have the 2 that are currently actually signed to Cloud9, Triton and Squall A. It was Nemesis, but Monster is filling in, maybe trying out, I don't know. But either way, Triton and Squall A, I love these 2 together because I think they just have great centered and just great shots. Like if you challenge them in open space in an individual battle, you're most likely going to lose it because they have very good centering, very formal-esque. I really enjoy watching both of these players play and really try to take attributes from their shooting and try to implement it into my own. And then Rami, I've said it time and time again, you want to win, you put Rami in. He's a glue player that does whatever it takes for his team to win. If a team needs him to do the dirty work, he'll do it. If a team needs him to drop 20 in a Slayer, he'll do it. Like I'm a Rami fan. I don't give a damn. I'm a Rami fan. If you want to win, you put Rami in. I really want to go Cloud9. I really do. Shit. Do I have to pick this one? It's a tough one. Give me... Damn. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a second. So if you let him go, eeny, miny, mo. And without a doubt in my mind, I'm going need org in a game 5. Without any doubt in my mind, we're going need org in a game 5. On the bottom half, we have Sentinels going up against Complexity. Complexity sporting a little bit of a change. We talked about this. No longer having who was on this team? Cycle, Depressed, Jazero, and Tusk. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm so tired right now. No longer having Tusk on the roster. Instead, bringing up Suppress's twin brother, one of the triplets. I'm pretty sure if they're triplets, you call, and you're talking about 2 of them, you can call them twins, right? Is that how it works? Either way, bringing Suppress's brother on board in Diagram to join Jazero, a play caller. Great IGL for the team. Suppressed, high damage dealer. Even when he's not ending with the most kills, he's always putting down damage on the map. And then Cycle, who has been described as the most annoying player in the game. One of the young guns and one of the future stars in the league. It's no wonder he wears stars on his Spartan, because the man is nice. Cycle is great. And in Diagram, the man always with a smile on his face. The man who's been fighting to earn that top spot, and maybe he's found it here on Complexity. He's always been like teetering between like the top amateur and pro scene, and I think if he gets officially signed to Complexity, we can now officially call him a pro and officially put him in that category, if you will. Give me Sentinels 3-1. I love Complexity. I think they play really well together. I just have too much respect for, Sparty, Lethal, King Nick, and then another young gun on the scene in Collect, who had a great breakout season. Bound, technically, I guess you call him the Rookie of the Year, but was Bound like a real rookie? I feel like Collect really falls in that category of like a real rookie of season 1, and now going into his sophomore year, is still playing great. I'll give you Sentinels. Give me Sentinels in 3-1. Let's see. Team Meta Black going up against Proton Gaming. This is a matchup I'm really excited to see. There's probably another one that the casual viewer probably doesn't see the storylines there, but that's what I'm here for. So in case you guys don't remember, back in early in season 1, Oxygen Esports consisted of Common, the now retired Haynes, who insists that he's filling in on the very team that he was playing on before, Swish, and then its name as well. That was the Oxygen Esports roster. Eventually, Swish leaving that roster and going separate ways. He ended up on G1, had a phenomenal season 1, although the tail end of that didn't go exactly the way they wanted to. Still had a great season 1. Common and Haynes did well in season 1, but I think they left a little bit on the table. So coming into Proton Gaming, getting top 12 at Charlotte was great for them. It really was. I want to see these two go at it, or I guess these 3 go at it. Even though I think a lot of people are gonna look at Proton Gaming's LAN performance, I think Team Meta Black are the favorites in this matchup, especially online. They play amazing online. I love Proton Gaming's system. I love the speed in which they play. I love with them always keeping their opponents off guard. I love the fact that it's a full team effort whenever Proton Gaming hit the battlefield. I just think Team Meta Black have a lot of firepower, man. Septify, dude, he's a slayer. Swish can slay. Mortally might be a great IGL and play caller, but guess what? He can also slay. And then Super CC is one of the hardest kills in the league. Team Meta Black are good. And I think they have a lot of firepower there. I'm going to... If you would have asked me this before Charlotte, I would have said Team Meta Black 3-1. So I'm going to stick to like my original rankings, and I'm going to say, again, love Proton Gaming, but I'm gonna say Team Meta Black, and I'll say 3-2 this time. I think Proton Gaming have been playing absolutely amazing, and again, take that with a grain of salt. I think Proton Gaming have the capability of 3-1ing in this scenario. So we'll see what happens there. Either way, there's going to be a great matchup between former teammates and just a great matchup in general because there's a lot of talent in this matchup. And then finally, you have G1 going up against An Orguard. You guys know how big I was on G1 leading into Charlotte. I said it time and time again. I think eventually G1 are going to surpass SSG and become a top 3 team in the league. I just think G1 are so freaking good. I really do. I'm gonna say G1 3-1. G1 3-1. G1 stands for one game, and that's how many wins An Orguard will get going up against Gamers First. I think An Orguard are a phenomenal team. Just unfortunate they happen to land at this part of the bracket, and G1 going to come out swinging. By the way, who took out G1? I even saw it. They must have ran into SSG, right? Who took out G1? I forgot I'm recording a video, but I need to know. Yeah, okay, Native Red. I'm not mad at that at all. Native Red and G1, they're gonna go game 5, and it's gonna go. Yeah, I'm not mad at this whatsoever. But either way, that's my predictions going into Thursday. I think it's gonna be a great tournament. Honestly, really happy that the likes of SSG side. I'm really happy we see G1, all the both of the native teams. Like if you're not in the top 2 as far as in the league, and the scrims are kind of hard to come by, I think there's valuable practice in signing up for these open tournaments. So I'm happy to see a lot of these top teams doing that and taking things seriously, because next land might be far away, but you still have that quadrant and phase invitational, and obviously lots of money on the line with both of those. And then again, lands coming up not too far away in June, so everybody needs to make sure that they're putting their best foot forward. Either way, that was your HCS Weekly Report. Thank you so much for stopping by the video. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys think my predictions were spot on, or if you know maybe you feel a little bit different. Let me know. Make sure you like, share, and Twitch and all that good stuff. You guys know what to do. All right, guys, peace out.